It is a cold and snowy evening on the night of October 31st. As debates rage on between the higher-ups to decide what the next Friends After Dark stream game should be, they narrow it down to 6 possible options. And to these 6 games, invitational letters are sent out, telling them that they have made it to the final consideration. All that is left for them to do is to stay in a specific location and wait for the announcement to be made. The luxurious Ghost Trick Manor, perched on the top of a cliffside, overlooking a gentle, yet icy, aquatic abyss below. This is where our story begins. Now, if you'll excuse me, this next part is such a large wall of information that I had to write it all down. I am also joined by Kimmy, who I have now unmuted.
Hello, guys.
Let me know if she's too loud or too quiet. I'm gonna read this pre-written bit that I have, put down so that we can hopefully all understand what's going to happen here. So without further ado. Hold up, let me check chat real quick. Should I write it all down? No. Wait. Okay. Getting Away with Murder is a cooperative roleplay game in which players act out scenes while playing as their in-universe characters, here represented and named after potential stream games. The goal is to put on an enjoyable performance and work towards solving a mystery that none of us know the outcome of until the very end. For the purposes of this stream, me and Kimmy will each be playing as 3 to 4 different characters. And as such, there will be times where we will be having conversations with ourselves. We will do our best to make it easy to differentiate each character, but if you're having trouble, just let us know. We've obviously never done anything like this, so while I by no means expect any of us to take any of this too seriously, I'd appreciate taking all of this for what it is, and you can heckle me for it afterwards. The game is broken up into 3 acts, with Acts 1 and 2 having 1 scene for each character, and Act 3 having 2 scenes for each character. There will also be a couple of special scenes thrown in. Here's the important part. I'm making sure I'm back live on Twitch again. Okay, we're back. Listen, we're starting this 2 hours after I planned to start it. This has been an actual nightmare to set up. An actual nightmare. So anyway, time to completely redo the entire spiel I just did, starting with the important part, because thankfully someone in chat said that that's where it got cut off. Why am I getting Oh, great! I'm gonna get spammed with Discord notifications because I turned off streamer mode so that Kimmy would come up. Fantastic. Okay, back to the important part. This game... Well... Okay, I'm just going to reread this paragraph. This game is broken up into 3 acts, with Acts 1 and 2 having 1 scene for each character, and Act 3 having 2 scenes for each character. There will also be a couple of special scenes thrown in. Here it is, the important part. At the end of each scene, Twitch chat will decide to hand out guilty or innocent tokens to the characters that participated in the scene, based on how chat feels about them after that scene. You must hand 1 token to the main character of the scene, but you may also choose to hand the opposite token to another character who appeared in the scene. These must be decided via majority vote. No overrides allowed unless I say so. Goof around with the play as much as you want, but I do ask that you please take the voting seriously and be honest about your feelings. It really does like a network erroring. Absolutely. Each scene will be created and directed by the person playing the main character of that scene, with the help of randomly drawn context cards. Chat is welcome to say or suggest things they'd like to see happen in the scene if they wish, and it is up to the player to decide if they want to incorporate those things as they go. This stream will be almost entirely audio-based. I do, however, have 3 screens I will put up in order to demonstrate what is currently happening. The image you are currently looking at is the intermission. This will pop up in between scenes for when I need to explain something or when me and Kimmy are selecting our cards to set up our next scene. You won't hear us do this, so it's a great time to chat amongst yourselves. I was gonna play copyright-free music during the silent parts, but I have no way of doing that while also muting Kimmy from the stream. So it's just unfortunately going to be silent during intermissions. I will remove all of that from the YouTube upload. This image, if I can get it up real quick, is play in progress. You'll see this whenever what is being said is specifically in character and part of the story. Personally, I think no time to explain is the murderer. Well, that's something to consider. And the final screen is... That's the cat. Where the fuck is it? Why is it missing? Is it this one? I think it's this one. There it is! There's the final screen. This is the debate image. This will be for when chat is discussing who to award tokens to. Again, this segment will be silent and will be removed from the YouTube upload. However, if anyone in chat has any questions or comments during this section, I'll usually be willing to pop onto the mic and respond. And so, we're going to get ready for the opening soon. Very shortly, I will present to you Ghost Trick Manor, a 2-person murder mystery improv audio play. As a motorcycle burrows through the snow, something that you normally shouldn't even attempt to do, much less without a helmet, as World of Horror does, several onlookers watch as he skids into the driveway of the manor, hopping off, cigarette in his mouth, knife in his pocket. He quickly approaches the manor. He's not really here to mess around. He simply wants to get in, get out, get his business done, and be the game played on Friends After Dark. Upon approaching the Ghost Trick Manor, where they will be spending their next few nights, he knocks on the door and is greeted by a maid, wearing a mask covered in question marks. Who the hell are you?
I am the caretaker of this estate. Would you like to come in?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucking cold out here, so, you know, there's nothing else for me to do.
Alright, please take your shoes off before entering.
I will not.
Lead you to our... Sir, it is the rules of the house.
Alright, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna get some frostbite on my fucking toes or whatever. But sure, whatever. You got an issue with weapons? I can have my knife in my pocket or whatever? In case someone tries to jump me?
That is fine, sir. If you need your shoes throughout the process, or if we have to go outside, I will bring them to you.
Alright, fantastic. Where's the liquor around here?
I will lead you into our study, which will have all of our beverages available.
Alright, great. Thanks, dear. Fantastic. And so, the two of them make their way to the drink place. I have no idea what Kimmy just said.
Study.
The study. Thank you. While they await for more individuals to arrive. Alright, chat. There's one character in this scene. We had to start this bitch up. You gotta decide now. As a group, majority vote. Jose is gifting... Listen, I'm gonna unmute Kimmy for this. Jose is currently gifting a shitload of subs. He has currently gifted subs to Kimmy, Frosty, and Mako.
Thank you, thank you.
It's very nice of you, Jose. He's gifted Ultra. I know what he's doing. It's because his old name is still the stream boss, so he's subbing a ton to kill his old name and get his new one up there. And now Ultra is the stream boss. I also personally forgot that whoever he subs it to gets it, so now Ultra is the stream boss. But maybe this was a calculated plan. I don't know. Anyway. Well, I'm the stream boss. Alright, it is now up to chat to make your decision if you want to award a guilty or innocent token to World of Horror based on how you feel about them. Majority vote. I will now mute us while you make this decision.
So Knock Knock, who is a beautiful adventurer, wanders into the study after exploring the house. They see the rebel and kind of sigh to themselves. Instead of walking silently, they decide to grab a drink and say hello to the rebel.
Damn! All it takes is a little bit of liquor to get your blood flowing. Thank God the next person to walk in here, another drinker. That made real stiff. You think working around with booze all the day would be a dream come true.
What can I say? I need a drink to calm my nerves.
Hell yeah! Alright, Missy, what's your poison? I'll be the bartender tonight.
Give me a shot of whiskey. A little bit of ice.
Alright. There you go. So, you excited for this?
You know what? I'm just here for the fun of it, but I am excited to see my friend Lai. She's gonna be coming through later.
Oh, great. Well, you know what? At least it's not a competition. Otherwise, I'd be complaining about unfair teamwork. no bother to me. I'm just here to get drunk and wait it out.
Well, good. Then I'm glad that we're both in here just to enjoy the trip of it.
As a mild intermission, real quick. I probably should have told Kimmy this beforehand. Stay whenever you're done, since you're in control of the scene. Stay in scene when you're ready to wrap it up.
All right.
Okay.
Then there is a bell that goes off, and we can hear it.
Fuck.
Both look to the door.
My head.
And the scene ends.
Alright, in scene. Uncanny Valley was never a very patient person. From the moment he opened up his letter and saw that he was invited to the Ghost Trick Manor, he skimmed the rest of the info for the date and time and just headed out. Because he knew exactly what this invitation was for. He knew exactly what was waiting for him. And as he pulled up and stepped out of his car in a long sheet draped over him, he was ready for the Halloween party of his life. Never, ever had he been invited to any social gathering of any kind, and he was ready. The greatest Halloween party of the century. He could feel it. He loaded up the giant Ming Dynasty vase, an important part of his costume and what it represents, into a wagon as he is not strong enough to carry it by himself, and makes his way up the path to the doorway. But on his way there, he came across another individual recently arriving.
Do you need help with that?
No, ma'am. Haha, I couldn't worry. Yes, I'm sorry. This vase is very heavy. I forgot to cut arms into the sheet, so I just kind of like have to crouch down to pull it.
Alright, so you grab the top, I'll grab the bottom.
It's a wagon. You just pull it.
Okay, then I will grab the other side.
Alright, thank you very much, miss. So, what's your name, you know?
Well, I am Nicole. I am visiting from foreign country, and I am so excited for party. Were we supposed to dress up?
I mean, I presume so. You know, Halloween parties, they usually have, like, costumes and stuff. I don't know the customs, though. I've never been to foreign country myself, never really seen it on a map. But, hey, you learn something new every day.
Well, how exciting! I will be a little underdressed then, but shall we go in?
Sure, let's go. Wait, how do we get the wagon up the steps?
Oh, let's knock and see if someone can help us with the back end.
Sure. I'm a little nervous personally, leaving the vase out here. You know, between you and me. My grandma's in that vase. You know, I'm her. I'm dressed as her for Halloween. I'm my grandma's ghost, and I thought she would love to. Why are you laughing, ma'am?
I'm sorry. I really like your costume.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't want Grandma getting cold out here. So we might have to struggle, but I think if we each grab it into the wagon, we can get it up real carefully.
Okay, so I will I will lift and push the back, and you pull the front.
Fantastic. Sounds like a plan. Oh, you're very strong. End scene.
Alright, so Lai, our lovely writer, is reviewing her bombing plan in the car and watching the two struggle with the wagon. She waits until they're in the building before actually walking up and knocking on the door. As she gets greeted by the maid, she brushes it to the side and just asks where to go. The maid leads her into the study, and she sees her friend Knock Knock. Immediately gets excited and jumps over to visit Knock Knock. Hi girl, how's it going? Knock Knock responds, oh, just chilling. The place is beautiful, seen it already. But we should explore the kitchen later and get some snacks. And Lai just nods her head and excitedly grabs Knock Knock's hand. And scene.
Old Claire starts straightening up his vest, trying to look all spazzed up. He always likes to look nice. He never really does look nice, though. Long, grizzled beard, about 6'3", kind of jacked in the arms, bit of a beard belly. About your usual professional wrestler build. At least when you're an underground professional wrestler like he is. He never really planned to be a professional wrestler, but certain things didn't go his way. People like to bully him for having a name like Claire. And so he said, oh, might as well get paid to beat up a few motherfuckers, some noggins out here. And so he goes to pummel down on the door. And then he realizes, there's a fucking doorbell here. Huh! They ain't got these down in the spiff. I'll never get to ring me a fucking doorbell. Ha ha! And so he proceeds to ring the doorbell over and over and over again, until eventually, someone opens the door and yells, what? Jesus Christ, you're killing my head. Why are you ringing that doorbell so much? As two other women appear behind the man in front of him, one of which Claire recognized verily. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker, you! You're that son of a bitch. As he eyes down Lai, burning hole into her. She doesn't seem to care, though.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Or do you know me? You're that right motherfucking blimey bloke who wrote that novel about the shady business going on in the big W3F wrestling promotion that got us all shut down. I had to go to the underground cause of you, you motherfucker. Oh, hold on there, man. Oh, let's back it up a little. This guy might be a little more drunk than I am already.
Sir, it honestly sounds like you should have chosen your company better.
Ah, this one right here. Is she like this all night? I've been here like 10 minutes. My head, please, sir. My head is... I've got my eyes on you. Madam?
Knock steps in front of Lai, but Lai holds her shoulder to push her to the side. It's fine.
End scene.
So, Nicole sees all the conflict going on and decides to step in. Hey guys, everybody calm down. Now, why don't we all just go have a friendly game of cards? I brought mine with me, so we can go play blackjack or whatever suits your needs.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. I'm all in for playing a game of cards. I've got my betting odds already. I'm personally a fan of Crazy Eights myself, but I can pick up on anything pretty quickly. I can even hide my cards under my sheet. I'm gonna get a drink, but yes, I will. I'm in what the bearded guy's doing.
Knock Knock and Lai look at each other. Knock says she's gonna go get a drink first, but she will join them in the library, and Lagi smiles and follows her to get a drink. As they get their drinks, all make their way to the library to play the games.
Oh, read 'em and weep, full flush. That's not how you play blackjack.
I don't understand how you're playing these rules, so I'm glad someone else understands.
Ha ha ha! Big loser talk from the losers over here. Isn't that right, weenie? Please stop hitting me so hard.
Hey, calm down.
Okay. I'm sorry, madam.
As Lagi and Knock enter the room, obviously things have already gotten a bit excited. So they reshuffle the cards, and Nicole smiles, and after 3 or 4 matches, she has won every single one.
Wait. Listen. I'm not a professional card dealer myself, but I kind of don't think 4 blackjacks in a row is, like, this dude got a royal flush, and I'm starting to think he might have been more on the up and up.
What are you saying?
Well, I mean, I don't really know what he's saying, but, and I don't know how to count cards or anything, but, you have drawn 5 aces.
8 looks down at the cards. 8. Why do some of these have different colors? Or is that a dot on the end?
The spliff's playing with the burning marker, the cut edges, the ring around the rosy. I think he's saying she marked her cards.
You're the fastest grade to catch on.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna, like, keep the earnings, right?
I mean, no.
Alright. She can keep, man! I'm always playing with the Monopoly dollars anyway. No idiot throws in the real kush.
Sir, we didn't even have money on the table. It was just a general idea of coins. You're saying you're never gonna pay up? Okay. And so they decide to find new cards, which the maid was able to pull out. But
okay, Kimmy, I can tell you're struggling. You're welcome to end the scene now if you want.
okay, end scene. As the laughter in the other room continues from them exposing Nicole, the maid walks in and decides to offer new cards.
Oh, look at this lassie right here. Bit of a weird mask, but she's always got the... Oh, gee. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, he's throwing up everywhere.
Oh, my lord, sir. Do you need help?
I'm gonna go. And he passes out, flumped on the ground.
Knock and Elite decide to go get drinks from the study while everyone resets the game. And Nicole decides that she has to go to the bathroom. She asks the maid. The maid lets her know that the bathroom is upstairs, 3rd door on the right.
I don't want to go deal with those two lovebirds in there. I'm just gonna go somewhere. Maybe there's more alcohol in here. I don't know. And as soon as he leaves the room, leaving the maid, Uncanny Valley, and the passed out Claire in the floor, the power went out, as you just saw. Everyone lost sight of where they were. Everyone could hear stuff, unlike you in the Twitch chat. Everything shut down. Complete and total darkness. There any reactions to the darkness?
Crashing.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what happened on Kimmy's. Oh, Christ. That hurt my ears. Jesus. What a scream, followed by a series of crashing noises. And then the lights turn back on. And everyone rushes back into the foyer, where they find Claire lying on the ground in a different position than where he was. And Uncanny Valley was the individual who made that scream just then. Because he found Nicole lying crumpled at the bottom of the stairs, dead. And a wagon rolling out of the room.
What happened?
The light stages that came on, and I just heard the noise, and I saw this. Oh God! Did we lose Kimmy again? Okay.
Are they okay?
No, they look pretty fucking dead.
Are they okay?
They look.
Lee leans down and takes. Lee leans down and tries to take their pulse, but their pulses are.
Hey, we gotta go to intermission. We're losing Kimmy or something, so give me a second. Alright, I apologize for that. I don't know what happened. Kimmy's Discord was just fucking up. So, back to what you were saying about checking the pulse.
So, Lai leans down and checks the pulse, but there is none. Shakingly, she gets back up and walks back over to Knock Knock. They're gone. They're not here anymore.
Well, I mean, you know, no offense from me, but I don't know why we needed a rider to check her pulse when her bones are sticking out of her arms.
You can't just judge that they're dead based off of the way they look. They could be injured.
Oh, no, guys, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm good, just a bit of the stomach issues. You're not the one we're worried about.
Maid walks in through the scene and sighs at the fact that she's gonna have to clean all of it up.
In scene. Hey gamers, I just want to clarify what I meant, because I spoke a bit poorly. This is my fault. I didn't necessarily... I shouldn't have said everyone was in a different room. My point was that everyone was unaccounted for, basically. Because Nicole was upstairs, the two girls were in the study, we don't know where World of Horror went, Claire was passed out, and Uncanny Valley and the maid... where... I guess the maid is unaccounted for. We never really specified what happened to the maid. But Uncanny Valley was there with the passed out Claire at the foot of the stairs, and then the lights went out, so no one would have seen anything. You could only hear things, and it was chaos. So that was what I was trying to communicate, and I misspoke. So, that is for you to consider now. World of Horror looks around the room. I mean, it was an accident, right? She fell down the stairs. I mean, yeah, it was probably an accident, but it was also probably something reckless. What do you mean? The wagon that just rolled across the room from the stairs. You don't think that that's a little suspicious? The lights go out, someone falls down the stairs, dies, and then the wagon rolls away? Wait, what are you implying? I'm implying she stepped on the wagon and fell down the fucking stairs. I don't know how hard that is to get in your little mind there. You look like a smart kid, but you're not piecing it together. That's not possible.
Wait a moment. How could the wagon have possibly gotten on the stairs?
They carried the wagon up there? Wait, no, I couldn't do that. It's way too heavy. What about a wagon is too heavy? The vase. What vase? Grandma! Oh no, what's this guy freaking out about now? It was right here. She was right here. We couldn't have carried it up before because of the vase, but now it's gone. Someone had to have moved the vase if they moved the wagon, and I can't do that. That's what the wagon's here for.
He's right. I saw them struggling with it before they came into the building. It was much too heavy for even just one person to handle.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then someone had to have moved the vase out of the room. We don't know where it is. Someone got rid of this apparently heavy vase and then brought the wagon back up the stairs all in time for her to trip on it. I mean, I know I'm the one that brought it up, but it's starting to sound a little ridiculous now.
It does sound kind of convoluted.
Well, I mean, the vase, it is only filled with ashes. I'm just not really strong myself. But still, yeah, you think we'd see it somewhere around here.
So, where is it?
I mean, I'd like to know myself personally. Alright. Listen. Maybe she tricked on the wagon, but maybe someone could have also kicked the wagon before the lights went out. I don't know, man.
Does that mean someone was running away from her falling?
Listen, either someone moved the vase and hid it and carried the wagon all the way up there, or someone moved the vase and hid it and then kicked the wagon to make it look like she tripped on it. And I don't know who would do that. I don't know why someone would do that unless they were trying to accuse the nerd over here. So I've got a sneaking suspicion, whether she tripped on the wagon or not, this might not have been an accident. End scene.
Alright, so everyone has split up. They're searching for the vase. And Knock Knock decides instead to kneel next to the body and look around. As she ruffles through Nicole's pockets, she finds travel papers that have indicated that Nicole has traveled to Japan as well as Russia recently. She decides to keep this to herself for now, but lays it next to the body and goes to find Laid. Laid is in the room in the library with the rebel, who I don't remember.
Oh, that's World of Horror.
World of Horror. They are looking around the room to see if they can find anything else besides Nicole's playing cards that she might have left in the room.
Wait. I'm having a little bit of trouble following around with you, Mrs. Bookworm. Are you saying the marked cards are missing as well, or we just I don't really follow what your deductions here. You're talking a little too fast for me.
No, not all of them. Some of them are missing. I don't know if that plays into anything, but we need to see if anyone else has the cards.
Okay, I guess you're the boss for now.
Knock Knock. Can you please go get me another drink?
Yeah, is there like a reason that we're all sitting around here getting drunk playing detective and not, I'm not a fan of pigs myself, but calling up the old popo, getting some whew coming down here? There's a dead body in the foyer, you know.
Let's see if the maid can get a phone. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen one.
You telling me you did not come with a cell phone?
No, I don't carry one. I like to use all of my writing devices for paper.
Okay, that's real funny. Now's when I'd like to be like, oh, modern technology to the rescue. But the snow kind of killed my signal ever since the power outage. So I'm kind of out of luck here too.
So we need to find a landline.
Good
Where
luck.
do you think we would find one?
It's good luck in today's day and age. It's a manor. Did they even have a landline? When was the last time a manor was built? Listen, I'm about to go get a drink myself.
Alright, let's just all go into the study. They all wander back into the hall, and they see... I can never remember any of the names.
You can tell me their, like, character trait, and I'll tell you what the name was.
Mr. Scottish Dude.
Claire.
Alright, so they walk back into the main hall, and they see Claire exiting a different room they hadn't explored yet.
There.
Knock notes that is actually the library.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We've already been in the library, my bad.
Yeah.
Notes that is actually the dining room.
I mean, I guess that makes sense for him to have been in there. There's, like, probably near the kitchen, probably a faucet, had to clean some of that vomit off of his face. Was also looking for some grub for my stomach. It's, you know, I kind of saw you-know-who in the other room and threw up a little more.
You know who?
The bloody dead gal!
Ah, you're right. That's why I'm getting a drink instead. So, Knock Knock wanders off into the study to get drinks and brings one back for Lagi. What are we going to do? We need to find a phone. Where's the maid? And the maid comes from upstairs. About the phone, and they proceed to go into the dining room, where the phone is in the corner near another door.
They
pick up the phone.
The line's been cut. I can already see that from here.
Yes.
They did not even... It's not even... Listen, I just picked the phone up and it just came off in my hand.
Cord's been cut too?
Yes, like, it's literally been removed from the receiver. It's not wireless, there's a cord... It's actually a fire hazard, frankly.
So we have no communications with the outside world. Maybe one of us should drive to town to see if we can find anything.
Well, first off, matey, a bunch of us pretty sure we're not in the right state to drive at this point. Secondly, I'm pretty sure it took me like 3 hours to get out to this hoozy, and the snow is a way lower way back then.
What about the wimp? I don't think he's drink.
I'm sorry, you said you don't think he's drink. I know we're all drunk here. It's still funny to me. I don't even... Listen, I'm between you and me. I'm only seeing, like, 5 cars outside. I think the wimp had someone else driving here.
Let me go check just in case. Lait looks out the door, and the snow has piled in too high for anyone to drive.
Ho ho ho! You know what we call that back at home. No, and I don't want to.
Well, so now we know someone's cut the line, and that just makes everything more suspicious. We have someone among us who is the killer.
Is that insane?
Insane.
Okay. Off the record, you a bitch for that line. Hey gamers, this is just a fun little off the record fun fact side note. So, whenever we do a scene, we have to like play cards that these characters have drawn to work into the scene, which you may know what some of these are, but you may not know what exactly they were in some things. Anyway, the point of this side is to say that one of the cards that Uncanny Valley has is hilariously, I need a drink. I just thought that was funny and wanted to share that. Hey, I'm going to issue a correction to something I was saying a minute ago. I was repeatedly saying that the body was in the foyer. That's my mistake. Kimmy very clearly established they were playing cards in the library. So there's just a giant staircase in the library that then, I guess, loops around in a balcony. Listen, I'm at this point, I'm basically having to build blueprints for this house. So I just wanted to let you know, they were playing cards in the library. That's where, like, the body was found and everything. It wasn't in the foyer like I kept saying. I don't know if that'll ever matter. I just wanted to correct a mistake I made. Okay, back to planning. Uncanny Valley, after all of this commotion, is busy walking through the various halls of the house, going deeper and deeper. Oh man, oh god, I really gotta find that vase. Oh, Grandma is gonna be so pissed when she finds out that I lost her ashes. Oh god. Oh Lord. I gotta get this stupid sheet off of me. At which point, Uncanny Valley begins stumbling around trying to take his shitty sheet ghost costume off, stumbling through a door into what appears to be some kind of science room, a lot of test tubes, a lot of beakers. He probably knew what they did if he didn't have a sheet wrapped around his face. And as he continues to stumble, he bonks into a wall. And the wall shifts and opens inward, revealing a secret hallway. Uncanny Valley, very confused, now sheet off of his head, being left on the floor. Is this the picture of what the sheet looks like? No, his costume is far shittier than this. the sheet left on the floor, Uncanny Valley slowly wanders into the hallway. And while it turns several times, it doesn't take him more than 30 seconds before he gets to another wall, which he pushes in and finds himself at the top of the stairs overlooking Nicole's body. Opening the door in such a way that there's barely any room between... Well, opening the wall, there's barely any room between the opened wall and the stairs themselves once it's opened. End scene.
Alright, so Lai, after just sighing and finishing her drink, decides to wander back into the study to look for some of the playing cards. Maybe they've fallen under the table, maybe something along those lines. So she starts scavenging the room and accidentally bumps over a vase. Or not a vase, but a lamp. She bumps a vase.
Kimmy.
Word! Sorry. So she accidentally bumps a lamp and it falls to the floor. Scatteredly, she looks over and sees that there is a door just at the bottom of the stairs. She goes to try and open it, but it doesn't seem to budge. There looks like there could be a key to it, but she just hasn't figured out how yet.
I'm sorry to interrupt your scene real quick. I'm very sorry. I do need to ask for some clarification real quick. I'm having a little trouble following along. Is the locked door at the foot of the stairs that she died on, or is this a different staircase?
Next to the stairs she died on.
Okay, thank you. You may continue your scene. I just wanted to clarify that real quick. Thank you very much. And I am now going back to muting myself.
That's fine. It was actually the end scene.
Claire suddenly walks up behind Laid. Oh, lassie, what you looking at there?
I found a safe or a door and it's locked. I just don't. We need to find.
Nah, lassie. The old boy Claire, he's got something. Now me and you, we haven't gotten along too well. I know that much. But between you and me, getting taken out the spliffs down in the concrete bunkers, it's a new rush of life. We're not on good terms still. But old Clary, he can show you a little thing or two. Claire pulls out his lockpick and begins getting to work at the door, while Lai looks on in surprise.
I have no idea what you just said, but finding a dead body certainly makes our issues seem very trivial.
And the door is open. And on the note of mentioning finding a dead body, they open the door to reveal another dead body.
What?
Oh my god. That's world-renowned famous game. I'm stuttering. I can't. It's no time to explain remastered. He's dead.
Did anyone see them come here?
Were
they here?
I I don't.
You're trying to move parts into a dead body?
Oh my god, he's got like a lot of stab wounds in his stomach. Oh Lord, we've got to go get. Oh God! And with that, the two run out of the room to go find help. End scene.
Alright. So the maid, the new character, is wandering back through into the kitchen when she notices a big pile of ash just scattered all on the floor. So she goes and grabs a broom and just begins to sweep up and clean the kitchen. When suddenly, World of Horror walks in and sees her.
Kimmy, you've mistaken the name. I'm not correct. I'm not like messing with Kimmy's scene, but she told me beforehand she wanted Uncanny Valley to come in.
Oh shit.
So I'm not messing with her scene. I'm correcting something she said to me beforehand. Oh, you're never gonna. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just correcting then. So Uncanny walks into the scene and sees her sweeping.
You're never gonna believe what I just. Oh my God. Grandma.
Okay.
Grandma.
Your grandma? Is that what this is?
Oh, what do you mean? Is that what this is? It's her. Oh God, I recognize her ashes anywhere. Oh, Grandma, I'm so sorry. Oh, Mom told me not to take you out to parties. Oh, but I thought you'd be so excited to see me get invited. It's all gone to heck, Grandma.
Maid holds on to Uncanny and rubs his back comfortingly.
Oh, it feels very nice, thank you.
I'm so sorry. Would you like me to gather her into another vase?
No, the ancient. Oh God, I never really remember what it was. They always made her put her in this. It's like a Chinese Ming Dynasty, I think, vase. Something about locking away the ancient evils or something. I don't know. They just made me keep her in the vase. Is the vase still here?
I haven't seen it, but it can't be far if this is where the ashes are.
Oh, I've got to find the vase. Oh, they never open it. They said to never open the vase, but hopefully, if I can just find the vase, that Mom won't catch me. Oh God, the passageway, I forgot.
What passageway?
Don't you work here? The passageway that leads from the science room to the top of the stairs in the library.
There's a passageway from the science room?
Yes.
Show me.
Oh my God, we've got to go. Come on.
End scene.
World of Horror learned a lot of things growing up on the streets. And the number one thing you learn out there with everyone else is to never trust anyone. Don't believe a single thing that anyone says unless they can prove otherwise. And so that's why World of Horror had spent his time following people around from a distance, paying attention, noticing things. Things like Claire suddenly being really willing to work with Lait when it came to opening up a door and finding a dead body. Things like Uncanny Valley getting the maid and running her off to some secret hallway that he told the maid of all people before anyone else. Seeing things like Lait issuing commands to knock knock, just humiliating them when they thought no one was looking. All kinds of suspicious behavior. And yet, at the end of the day, he had no idea who could have done it. It just didn't make sense to him. All he knew is that he was going to figure it out, even if it meant taking each and every one of them down. End scene.
So Lait finds Knock Knock and pulls her to the side and are whispering to each other. They are speaking of things like Never mind. They're just whispering to each other. When someone walks around the corner and sees them.
Aye, what's going on here? A little bit of secrets, a little bit of whispers. Want to share with the whole classy?
It's nothing really. We're just talking.
Oh, it's nothing. Just talking. Well, if it's nothing, that means you're probably not talking about the dead ghost we just found in the secret door, which makes me think what you're talking about's gotta be pretty important if it's over this thing.
We're just talking about our rules and regulations between us. Leave us alone.
Oh. Leave us alone, leave us alone. Oh, don't worry, Maddie. Miss Writer, Miss Novelist, I'll be sure to let you alone. Right as soon as we find out something about the dead bugger in the other room. That's really what I'm worried about right now.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just informing her and letting her know that there's the body.
Well, you know what? Let's play a sharing game. You thought something else was very important to tell. I'll say something important. Hello, yes, madam, knock knock, hello. There's a dead body in the other room, stabbed to death. Very popular person, very famous. Now, I've shared, why don't you share?
I'm just trying to calm her down. She's already in a half panic. I'm just trying to break things to her nicely. Thank you for revealing all of that to her without me being able to mediate it. It's okay, knock knock, it's okay. Insane.
Uncanny Valley and the maid make their way up to the secret passageway and head inside, heading through it towards the staircase. See, this is what I was telling you about. It loops around a few times and exits the staircase, but you can't go back in from the top of the staircase.
So it's a one-way path.
Yeah, something like that.
What if they leave the door open? Would they be able to get out to go back in?
Listen, I don't know. I didn't build the manor. Listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. You know,
So, I'm just as surprised as you are. I didn't know this was here.
I'm a little nervous right now. You know, it's very compact here in this hallway, and you know, I know maybe it's not the time or anything, but I've always kind of really enjoyed maids myself. If you yeah.
Maybe we should just get back to the others.
Oh, I mean, you know, no, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't. You know, I've never seen a girl like you in real life, and I'm done just sitting here and taking it. I think I love you, maid.
Sir, I'm just trying to do my job.
I'm sorry. Maybe we should find the others.
I'm flattered, but
in scene.
I'm sorry.
By this point, everyone has gathered together now. Some time has passed, everyone's looked around. They've gathered in the library, and they've started sharing some information. Uncanny Valley has shown off the secret hallway. Claire has informed everyone of the dead body in the secret room, which Lait showed them to. And they're over here, they're arguing, they're unsure of what to do, and it's at this moment that Claire stands up on the table. Alright, listen up. I know we're out here, we're throwing things around, we're talking about ghosties and stabbings and all that, but let me tell you, this case, cut and dry, right out of the slogger. One second. This murder, cut and dry, right out of the slogger, you bloody nuggets. For you see, I've got the wandering eye. I know who killed Nicole. Because these two over here sharing secrets, whispering doodads. Well, let me tell you, one of you is hiding something from the other. Oh, secrets aren't so nice when it's not between the two of you, huh? Well, maybe little Miss Writer over there would like to reveal to you that she's just as big as a shenaniganizer as I always knew she was. Darn bloody wanker.
What do you even mean?
I saw you when I was passed out on the ground, come into my senses. I saw you lean over and steal that piece of paper your little buddy left laying next to Nicole. What was that? Some kind of travel document? Why wouldn't you want someone to see that, Missy?
I'm just trying to collect what I can for clues. Don't want anyone contaminating the evidence.
And yet, she hasn't mentioned the body, she hasn't mentioned the paper. I rest my case.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you not just inform everybody of the body? I didn't think I needed to be repetitious.
What are you talking about when you two were in the hallway together? I thought I was the drunk one here. Absolutely ridiculous, this scoundrel. He hops off the table, slips and falls. End scene. Listen. I've definitely made a goof. I need to thank you, Jose, for the 1,000 bits. I've made a goof. I need to retroactively change my statement. I've made a goof. Claire did not see her get the paper when he was passed out. Claire saw her when he was walking out from another room. I've made a goof. I forgot he had gotten up to go to the kitchen at that point. That's my mistake. I would like to just say that this story doesn't have any plot holes whatsoever and is definitely 100% professionally written, and all what you think are mistakes are actually just things to make you think. So, yeah, you can't blame me for any of this.
So the maid, when she's in the room with everybody, gets a rag from the side and starts complaining as she cleans off the table that Claire had recently just stood on top of. It's one thing after the other. First there's a dead body, then there's ashes, now I've got footprints all over the table. Can y'all not make a mess?
So you finally cleaned up the ashes, huh?
Yes. They were scattered everywhere in the kitchen. Am I unmuted now?
Yes, you are unmuted.
Okay, good. Yeah, they were everywhere. There was no reason for them to be there. I just don't understand how they got in the kitchen to begin with. I didn't see anybody going in there.
You didn't see the vase?
No vase. Just ashes.
Oh. Well, I can actually answer that.
What?
Yeah, when everyone was, like, scrambling around, like, getting their stuff undone, putting up their coats and all that shit, you know, that Nicole girl, she kind of scooted off with the wagon a little bit, really pampering over the vase. I think she loved how foreign it was. Boops! Tipped it over in the kitchen, freaked out, grabbed the empty vase, and ran off.
Nicole took the vase?
Yeah, I mean, like, she just listen, I thought she was just a little tipsy. I was, too. I would have probably fucking dropped the vase, too, if I was trying to fuck with something that big.
Oh my gosh. Well then... Wait. That was Uncanny's vase. Do you think maybe he couldn't have done that out of revenge for the vase, could he?
Whoa, what are you talking about? Of course I couldn't have done nothing. I couldn't hurt a fly, just like my good buddy Claire over here. Oh,
but we all know that Claire is a wrestler. He can hurt a fly.
Well, shit, but that doesn't mean I killed anybody.
Well, I just don't understand. I don't know any other thing to think. End scene.
Now, hold on. That's a real interesting theory you have there, but I kind of gotta side with the nerd over here. I mean, I don't think he really could have done this. I mean, I'm pretty sure even the foreign chick could have beat him in a fight. But I think what we're overlooking is old Moneybags novelist over here stealing some evidence from the dead body. She's not even trying to defend herself. It's incredible.
I'm sorry, I was hoping to talk to everyone about how it could be relevant. It's just travel papers. She went from freaking Russia to Japan and then got here somehow. It doesn't seem like it plays much into it, so I didn't think it was that important.
But it was important enough for you to pick up, stick it in your pocket, and walk away. Now, your little buddy over here, your little lovebird, they saw it fit to find the evidence, set it down. Maybe they would have talked about it later, who knows, but what they didn't do was hide it from anybody else. So you know what I think? I think you went out of your way to hide that because she went somewhere you didn't want the others knowing. I think you're hiding something. Maybe you've got some kind of secret life you're hiding from your buddy here, because I sure don't remember you bringing it up to her either.
That's ridiculous. She's the one that told me it was there.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah?
if you want it, you can look at it. Here, take it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't know how to read any of this shit. It doesn't matter what it says. I don't claim to know your secret life. All I know is when someone pockets evidence, it's never for a nice reason. I know that personally. End scene.
Hold up. It couldn't have been Lai. She was with me the entire time. We walked out of the study together and found the body. But I can't. If you really were angry about the vase, for all we know, you could have been tired of being pushed around, and you could have decided to take action just because you could.
You know what? I didn't do it, but maybe I should have. Everyone's out here turning around, picking on me. I didn't do anything. I just showed up for a Halloween party. My grandma's double dead. You two were out here doing some shady stuff, and now everyone's pointing the finger at me?
Oh, I'm sorry, but if the shoe fits.
I can't believe this. I freaking can't believe this.
Insane.
This scene right here takes place literally just a straight continuation of the last scene. Oh, everyone wants to point fingers at me. Why don't we start pointing fingers at you, huh? I think maybe you did it. Knock, knock, whatever kind of name that is. Yeah, and I'm the one that's saying that. I think your little buddy over there stole something from that girl because she knew she was hiding something. You told her it was there to cover your back because I think you knew. I think you knew that Nicole and Lai were cheating on you with each other, heading off to foreign countries together. She tried to cover the evidence. You figured it out, and you did her in.
That's ridiculous. I would never do that. Our relationship is purely beneficial to both of us.
I thought you guys weren't in a relationship.
And
ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call a 1 million IQ bluff. Up high, no one, still guilty.
It's okay, knock knock. You know what? At this point, might as well. Yes, we're a little bit more than friends, but it's not necessarily relationships either.
Oh, they're snogging on the side.
I mean, if you want to give it a title, we're more like friends with benefits, I guess.
End scene.
Alright, so as Lai, just to clarify before I start saying shit, I think you're just getting paranoid at this point, ready to throw out any accusation. You're the only one that seems to have any true motive.
Paranoid? Of course I'm paranoid. I've got half the people in this room pointing fingers at me of killing the only person who helped me carry my grandma into the house.
Also the only person who knocked over your vase, apparently.
Well, how was I supposed to know that? You think if I knew that I wouldn't at least have the vase to take home so I don't get smacked with a belt?
None of us know where the vase is. For all we know, you could have hid it.
I mean, that's true of literally anybody.
Why would anyone else have any reason to hide it?
To frame me? I don't know.
And see.
Wow, fuck you. Alright, I can tell now that we're all just bloody running around in circles like a hog in the wash. Now let me talk about something that everyone seems to want to put in the back of their minds. I don't care about this drama, this romance circle. Oh my god, who cares? I've said it for time and time again. There's a dead body locked in a room in the manor, stabbed to death. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Locked in the manor. I had to use my lockpick to get it open.
None of us know who that is. None of us even saw him.
Who the fuck works in the fucking manor to have a fucking key to the fucking door? The maid! The maid has the ability to lock the fucking door.
Sir, I don't know what you're insinuating, but I just recently got this job in the last 3 months. I barely know the layout myself. I just found out about a secret passage going from a lab to the stairs, much less a secret door.
You really expect me to bloody believe that you don't know all about this manor? How do we know how long you've been working here? Been wearing a mask this whole time? I think that someone else stumbled upon that little body of yours. Someone else figured it out, and you had to do them in. I think Nicole knew a little bit more than you felt comfortable with. So you slid into the hidden passageway, you took her out, and you hid the other body.
I don't know what to say to tell you otherwise. Those are good points, but I didn't do it. I have no reason. I don't even know who the other body is.
Oh, isn't that right? Well, if I may explain to everyone what the name of the manor is. Ghost Trick Manor. Now, if you'll all follow me for a moment, if you'll all keep up a little bit, what's the #1 way of using a ghost trick deck in Yu-Gi-Oh? That's right, I play the cards. You make them run out of time, because there's no time left for any of us. It was all a trap. I think this dude might be drunk again. I think you're all drunk, and I think this is the end. End scene. And right at that moment, as everyone continues to argue, there's a doorbell ring.
Everyone starts to panic a little. The maid steps up. I'll answer it, and walks out of the room to go answer the door. As she turns the knob, it is revealed that there is a cop on the other side.
Oh, hey ma'am, how you doing this evening? I heard there was a power outage in this area a few hours ago. Sorry it took so long, the roads are real icy. I just wanted to check, make sure everything's going alright in here. Y'all doing okay?
It's been an eventful night, to say the least.
What? An eventful night? Are you kidding me? At this point, everyone rushes into the room, yelling belligerently, "Whoa, what's going on here? Why don't one of you, why doesn't one person talk and tell me what's going on here?"
So it's gonna be easier said than done.
Copper, shoot. Alright, but at this point, the police officer sees the dead body. Oh, holy shit! Oh, God! Who did this? What's going on here? You tell me. End scene. So at this point, I am going to explain to you the accusation scene. I have flipped over all of the face down innocence tokens, which reveals who is the most innocent person. The person who definitely did not commit the murder. This will also be the person who explains to the cop who he thinks committed the murder. What he thinks happened. And that person, the innocent party, is World of Horror. Now, as for who World of Horror accuses, that is going to be up to you, chat. You will all together think what you can, figure out what you can, and then vote for who you want World of Horror to accuse. That person will be arrested, or worse. However, once this is all over and done, I will flip over the face-down guilty tokens, and in the epilogue, I will reveal to you if you got the right culprit or not. Please keep in mind, me and Kimmy have no idea who the culprit is. I have not looked at the tokens. They are all face down for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, begin the final accusation discussion. Claire, Uncanny Valley, Nicole, Lait, or Knock Knock. You can only pick one guilty party. Listen, I know who the killer is now. I've flipped over the points, I know who the killer is now. So if you all would like to ask one question that I don't think gives away too much, I will answer it. So if anyone has a question, now is your chance to get some potential help. Because as a reminder, me and Kimmy did not know who the killer was going to be until literally while you were discussing this right now when I looked at the score. So it's not like we based around the story having a specific killer. We just had to work with what we got. What was the order of who showed up when? I do not want to know. No, wait till it's okay. So no one wants to know how it's decided. Alright then. So, the order everyone showed up was the maid was already at the manor when World of Horror showed up on his motorcycle. Knock Knock was after World of Horror, waiting for Lait. Lait showed up. Lait and Nicole both showed up before Uncanny Valley, but we don't know exactly when. Lait watched Nicole in Uncanny Valley load the vase up into the house. Then Lait went into the house, and then Claire showed up last. That is the order in which they arrived, which was Jose's question. Is No Time to Explain's death connected to Nicole's death? That is a tricky one, because I feel like if I say yes to that, it points it succinctly at one person, and if I say no to that, it completely removes one person from the equation. So I'm not sure. I think that one might be a little bit too much info. I will tell you, and I'll give you another question to ask after this, but I will say that I did my best to not have any loose ends. That doesn't mean there won't be any, I just will tell you that I did my best. Okay, was No Time and Nicole's death both pre-planned? No. They were not both pre-planned. Where was the wagon prior to the murder? The wagon prior to the murder. This is going to be another one where I'm going to give you not the exact answer you're looking for, so I'm going to let you ask another question. I don't think it was ever established exactly where the wagon was, but the point of the wagon was for it to be a red herring to make you think maybe she slipped over it or something, when in reality it was just kind of down there. The more important thing about the wagon was that the vase was missing from it. So you can have a different question, because we never established where it was before the murder. The point of that was to oh, well maybe he placed it there, oh, but maybe it was an accident, because this is before we had truly established it was a murder. Kingdom Hearts story makes more sense than this. Yeah, well they spent 8 years making a Kingdom Hearts story. We spent a couple hours setting up a board game that would make this shit up.
Literally, I don't know if y'all remember, but all of this has been improv.
Yes, we knew nothing going into it. We had to draw cards from a deck to tell us the context for our scenes. So, Is that everything you want to say? You want me to answer where is the vase? Go ahead, answer the question. I cannot tell you where the vase is, but I can tell you why I can't tell you where the vase is. I'll tell you this, and I think this is enough info to count as answering the question. The maid saw Nicole pick up the vase and run off. Later, Nicole is found dead. The vase is nowhere in sight of the body, and no one ever found the vase. So I cannot tell you where the vase is, because no one ever openly came across the vase again. I'm sorry, you're correct. I'm mistaken. World of Horror saw her run off with the vase. I was mistaken. It was the maid who came in and saw the ashes. My mistake. World of Horror saw her run off with the vase. She died, but the vase was nowhere to be seen, and no one ever found the vase. So whoever killed Nicole had to have taken the vase and hid it somewhere where no one ever found it, even while searching for clues. That is the location of the vase.
Alright. So, why don't I just need one person to tell me what's going on here? You! You tell me what happened.
He points to World of Horror. Well, I'm not much of a detective myself, but let me tell you what I'm pretty sure happened here. So we all show up to a manor, unaware that the manor is owned by one of the most hated celebrities in the universe. No time to explain. Everybody hates him, including his help. Now, I don't know if there was money involved, if it was for the house, or maybe she just hated him with every fiber in her being. But that maid over there finally decided to do her boss in. She stabbed him over and over again, took him out, finished him off. She hears a knock on the door. It's me. The maid shuts the door, runs off to come greet the guest, unaware of the events that would take place here tonight. Well, old Nicole, old Broken Bones over there, helps old Nerdy get his grandmother's vase in. Now, she's a foreigner. She loves this fancy, jewel-encrusted vase. She wants to take a look at it, sneaks it into the kitchen. No one's looking. Oops! It's a heavy vase. She spills it, drops it. I saw that part personally, swear to God. She realizes man's grandma's ashes were in this vase. She's gotta go get rid of it. She's gotta hide the vase. It can't be her. She picks that vase up, a lot lighter now that it's empty, runs off. Now, she stumbles in. Where's she gonna hide this? I know. Oh, she sees a room in the back of the library. She doesn't know. Nobody's gonna go in there. She opens it up to put the vase in there. Dead body. She doesn't know what to do. She freaks the fuck out. She throws the vase. She runs. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know who killed it. Everyone's here at this point. See, what we've been going through this whole night, she's been going through in her head from the moment she arrived. She doesn't know who she can trust. So she plays a little game of cards. See, just tries to calm the mood, try to think about what's going on. But the maid saw this. She knows what's going on. She knows where the breaker is. Just so happens to be the only person unaccounted for when the lights go out. Lights go out. She uses the secret passageway she knows about. Door opens. Bonks Nicole. She falls down the steps. Maid quickly shuts the door without ever going through it. Goes back down the hallway. Locks the door. Takes the vase. Hides it somewhere she knows no one will ever look. And there you have it. The perfect crime.
Well, what do you have to say about that, Missy?
I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, Jesus! And at that moment, the maid pulls out a bloody knife and lunges at World of Horror and gets right on. They both tumble to the ground, and a stabbing, sound can be heard. And just like that, the maid falls over on her back. stabbed in the gut with World of Horror's knife that he always keeps at his side. End scene. Epilogue. Claire. Claire woke up the next morning in the middle of the snow in the yard. Extremely cold, but the booze had kept him warm throughout the night. The ice was melting, the roads were clearing up, and he had basically almost no memory of what had happened the previous night from being so shit-faced, as is the usual of him, forgetting the horrible things he experienced in the underground wrestling ring, as he lived his life before, and as he will continue to live his life. Epilogue. Uncanny Valley. Uncanny Valley was picked up later the next day. His parents were a little worried about him when they heard about all the dead bodies, but mostly they were really, really angry about his grandma's ashes, speaking non-stop about all of the ancient evils that have been unleashed with her release. And, you know, they gave him quite the lashing for that. But deep down, Uncanny Valley knew that he had already suffered his divine punishment, with literally every single girl he had talked to that day winding up dead. Epilogue. Lie-Yeet and Knock Knock.
Both girls at the end of the next day go back to their hometown, where they decide to upon having reflected over how short life was, the two decided to get serious and get married, living out a happily ever after, with only their horrible memory fading into the distance.
Final epilogue. World of Horror. World of Horror sat on his couch at home, waiting patiently for the time that he would leave to get on his plane. The letter had arrived earlier in the mail, telling him that for all the great work he had done in solving the case, he would be the next stream game on Friends After Dark. He grinned to himself, got up, and put away the deck of cards that he had looted off of the maid's dead body. The marked cards, of course, because he's still a criminal at heart. End play.